And we'll stand and say the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Will the Secretary please call the roll?
Olive Horning,
Here.
Bobby Landry is excused out sick today. Patrice Campbell, excused. Elizabeth Lamug. Here. Trevor Estill,
Here.
Carolina Roddy,
Present.
Jaleesa Collins.
Here.
We have a quorum, Madam Chairman, and Ms. Collins will be a participant voting this evening.
Before you vote on the minutes, I do just want to go on record and amend the agenda. I put on the for the clerical error, it said February meeting and work session minutes. We did not have a work session in February, we just had the meeting. So I just want to amend that you will only have those 3 minutes to approve, not 4.
Oh, I just had 3 anyway to begin with. November. Oh, I see. I see what you're
The
talking
agenda
about.
said 4, you'll
Okay.
actually have 3 to
Yeah,
approve.
okay, all right. Okay, all right then, okay. Is there any opening business we have to discuss? Then we'll just go right on to approval of the minutes. Have you had a chance to look at, I'm sure you have, the November minutes? Are there any corrections or additions to the November minutes? If not, then the November minutes will be approved as read and printed, and they'll be filed.
But, Madam Chairman, I think what you do is call for a motion.
No,
and then
you don't need to have a
approval.
motion if there are no corrections or additions.
I
You
think
don't need to have a motion.
for the-
I know
for-
that's been done in the past,
It's
but
it's okay, but
consulted-
I think for proper procedures, Robert's rules, respectfully, I think it's best that the chair call for a motion, there would be a second, and then the vote on the minutes.
I'll call
That gives-
for, I'll
that
call,
gives- That gives
I will
opportunity.
call for a motion, but it's not necessary.
So I would recommend that you do it, Madam Chair.
Okay.
Thank you.
I consulted with my international parliamentarian, and she agreed with me that it didn't need to be, but I will. All right, so I need a motion then to approve the November minutes.
I'll make the motion to
Okay.
approve the November minutes.
Okay, Trevor has moved. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, Trevor, it's been moved and second to approve the November minutes. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. All opposed? All right, so the minutes are approved. Thank you very much for your vote. Now we'll go on to the February minutes. Look those over if you haven't had a chance to do that. All right, may I have a motion to approve the February minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the February minutes amended as Ms. Streeter pointed out without the work session.
Okay, right, without the work session. And is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded with the amendment with no work session on this one, that we approve the February minutes. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay, the motion passes. And we go to the last one. And this is, these are the May minutes. So take a look at the May minutes if you haven't had a chance to. May I have a motion to approve the May minutes?
Motion to approve the May minutes.
Okay, and a second?
I'll second.
Okay. It's been moved and seconded that we approve the May minutes. Excuse me, We'll have the vote then. So, all those, I'm sorry, I can't
All
even
in
talk
fa-
straight tonight. All those who are
In favor?
in favor of it, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Oh, all right, thank you. All right, so the May minutes have been approved, so that's all taken care of. All right, so now let's get back to the agenda again. And so we go on to old business. Is there any old business?
We have no old business or new business. We wanted to have this meeting as the opportunity to vote on those previous minutes so they didn't get too backlogged, and then also provide the opportunity for any individual board comments.
Okay, all right. All right, is there any public comment? Okay, so we're on to the board comments then. We could start down here. Just let me, just go
comments.
ahead and comment if you have a comment to make.
I don't have any comments.
No? Okay. Trevor? No?
Not necessarily related to the function of the board per se. I did have a question about 1135. I watched most of it and was kind of curious as to actually what happened. Now, my understanding that they found severe structural damage inside and had to proceed, although not necessarily the way they did. So I was just kind of curious. Are there plans moving forward for that now that we know of?
Yes, so moving forward, we did receive the call, we stopped it, they had to continue, unfortunately. Now, they have received a full demo permit because what is left is not structurally safe. They will demo everything that is left over. I believe it's the bathroom and 2 chimneys. We have spoken with the applicant. We have spoken with the Chamber of Commerce. They will need to come back before the board for new construction. At this time, they don't have any plans in motion. They are just inquiring as to what standards they are going to meet. So they do have to sort of meet historic preservation overlay standards. And because they are in the central business district zoning, they have to meet those standards. So I believe they're working with their architect now to kind of draw up some plans. But at this time, we've received no application, but we've had some meetings with them and the Chamber of Commerce to discuss the next steps.
Okay, very good. And on an unrelated note, it has been a pleasure, but due to some ongoing health concerns and some family matters, this is probably going to be my last meeting.
We're very sorry to hear that. I know you'll know this, but we'll need that just in writing from you as a letter of resignation to our secretary. But thank you for serving our board.
Thank you.
Yeah, Trevor, you've been a big asset to the board. So
Thank
we
you.
enjoyed having you on it. And-
I will continue to participate as much as I can in the area. I just, there's some things that I have to address, so.
Are there any other board member comments?
I just want to say I appreciate the teaching. I know that, like, I'm very new to historic preservation, so there's just a lot that we've discussed and learned that I had no idea about, and that you need that infrastructure to be able to make sound decisions. So I really appreciate you guys taking the time, the effort, probably the funds to bring Christine out here to teach us.
Of course, and we will continue to have work sessions. We do have 2 more work sessions slated. I know we're taking a break in August. That was what we voted on. But in July, she has some things that she's going to review, and then when we reconvene in September, she has some more. So we are still trying to meet, even though we may not have official meetings, because we might not have cases. We may still meet to vote on some minutes, but we'll continue to try and still have work sessions. So we are still meeting and meeting our requirements for our ordinance and for our certified local government.
Yeah, and that was the other thing. I wanted to, like, express, I guess, appreciation that we're actually taking a look at strengthening our ordinances. I don't think we think about that on a regular day-to-day basis, and it's important.
And I wanted to comment too on the really nice historic meeting that we had in May at the Women's Club, because we gave those awards out and so forth, and I think the people were really, really pleased to be able to get those. And the whole meeting was really, really very nice, and so I was glad I made an effort to go, limping along as I did. But anyway,
Yes. Thank you
I
for
was
your
glad I could
attendance.
go.
It was a very
Yes.
lovely event.
Yes, yes, it was, yes. And I'm not going to be at the next meeting, so I just wanted to let you know, because Bobby usually, chairs the meeting if I can't be there. So, and, yeah, so that would be July. I won't be back until September, so, okay? So anyway, if there are no other comments or anything, then I'm going to adjourn the meeting. The meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Yep.